New Mexican Portraiture now celebrates the portraiture works of New Mexican artists. The exhibition runs alongside the Smithsonian Institute's Staging the Self and features paintings, drawings, and photographs from 11 of the state's finest artists. Joining me now with more about the exhibition are two of the featured artists, Jean Ortega and Derek Montez. Gentlemen, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
So first, tell us a little bit more about this. What is the idea behind this exhibition?
It was a selection of 11 local artists that were handpicked by the National Hispanic Cultural Center to showcase their work of portraits of New Mexico culture, New Mexico people, New Mexico, religion, things of that nature. So it's been running now for several months, maybe 4 months, and it'll be there till June 12th, I believe.
And it was extended by popular demand, from what I understand,
Absolutely,
right?
it was,
So
yes.
yeah, I mean, people loving this, they want to see more of it.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit more about your individual work. Derek, let's start with you and talk about some of your work. Now, do you gentlemen typically do portraiture? Is that kind of your work, or do you do all different types of work?
Well, for me, portraiture is something I've always been interested in.
Okay.
So I always explore different ways of doing portraits.
Okay.
So I like collages, photo mosaics, portraits. I'll do oil paintings with a digital type of style. So yes, since I was a child, I've always loved portraiture.
Okay, now is this some of the work that we're looking here? Is this one of your pieces?
That's a self-portrait. It's on 3 panels.
On 3 panels.
And
okay.
that is an oil painting.
It's an oil painting.
That is an oil
okay.
painting.
And you said you do mosaics, which is we're looking at here. Is this Johnny Tapia?
It's Johnny Tapia. I did that one, and if you look closer, you'll see that there's a lot of images of him throughout his career.
No kidding.
So you'll see him, when he's won victoriously, and you'll see him when he's lost a fight. So it's a very personal touch.
How long did a piece like this take you?
There's no way to know exactly how long it takes me, but there are 1,200 small pieces that are
Wow.
cut. It's 30 by 40.
Wow.
And, I've done several of these. I've done one for Bart Prince, the local architect. So I did one of him.
Okay.
So I'll go to that person's, the subject's house and take all kinds of photos, and I'll incorporate those into the image.
That's great. Well, Gene, let's talk about some of your work as well. I know we've got some images that we're going to share with our audience. Tell us a little bit about your style of work.
Yeah, it's exclusively portraiture.
Okay.
I use acrylic paints. I paint exclusively in acrylics, and it's a little more chaotic style with a bit of refinement. If you look at this piece, when you look at them up close,
Look at that.
you look at them from far, they look really refined, but when you get up close, you start seeing different layers and different colors, and I use a lot of transparent paints, so you start seeing colors on top of colors and things of that nature. I do a lot of cultural iconography, religious iconography.
You say it looks like very sacred work.
Yeah, I do, Dia de los Muertos
That is
type
amazing.
images, saints, and then just, faces. Mostly women. The few men that I have done have been mostly saints, but yeah, just very
Absolutely beautiful
different
work.
Yeah.
So tell us, we got a couple of events coming up that are tied to this exhibition. One coming up actually on Sunday, is that right?
Yeah, and that's Derek.
Okay, so what's
April
happening?
10th, well, they're having a panel. The public is welcome to come, and there'll be a selection of artists that are there, and they'll be speaking about the works. So it'll be kind of like a mini tour. So they'll go around and they'll speak.
That's great.
And the public will have a chance to ask questions and get to know the artist.
You get to pick your brain a little bit and
Yes.
figure out how to see the sort of the magic behind the artwork. Okay, and then the other event happening in May, is that right?
Yeah, it's Thursday, May 12th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. There at the Cultural Center Museum, and it's me and a photographer named Miguel Gander.
Okay.
And we'll be doing the same thing, a tour and talk,
Okay.
where we walk around, talk about each of our pieces, and answer questions.
Which I
Really.
think is really great, because a lot of times you do go to a gallery, you'll see this work, but you can't get inside the mind of the artist and
Right.
what compelled them to create the work.
Right.
So a really unique opportunity to do that. Now, if folks watching at home want to learn more about this show, where should they go?
The website for the National Hispanic Cultural Center, I believe it's nhcc.org.
NHCCNM.org, I believe.
Yeah, so there also, and then I'm on Facebook, Jean Ortega, and I post things, every time there's a show or something coming
Great.
up. So
Okay, and Derek, how about you? Do we find you on Facebook as
The
well?
same.
Okay, fantastic. Gentlemen, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time this morning. Really beautiful
Appreciate
work.
it.
Again, folks, if you want to learn more about this incredible show running at the National Hispanic Cultural Center, just head over to casa.com. For now, though, we're going to send things